Do you wish that there was more City of Heroes merchandise available than there currently is? Officially, we have 8 HeroClix figures, a collectible card game, 2 strategy guides, a couple of posters, a few good series of comic books, and some more found in the Collector's Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SP Jimmy, and today we are looking at the unofficial City of Heroes merchandise. This video is in no way sponsored by Redbubble.com, even though just about all of the items that we'll be looking at today come from that website. They come from various artists, and we'll see that all of the designs shown are available in many different forms, be it the coffee mug, the bedspread, the tube socks. So I went through all of the images that I have to show you guys today, and I tried to put them on either the best shirts or the best items, a coffee cup or a phone background as we see here, and tried to match them up to what would look best. But know that anything that we see here today could be mixed and matched. They can be put onto any of the other items as well. While I was putting this video together, I actually found some of the official City of Heroes and City of Villains merchandise that is shown in the background of The Big Bang Theory, Season 2, Episode 20, The Hofstadter Isotope, and they refer to the guy in the bottom left corner as Captain Sweatpants, and we see that he is clearly wearing a Statesman logo on his shirt. There are also display panels for City of Heroes and for City of Villains in the background that the characters walk past a few times. This is followed up 2 episodes later in the Classified Materials Turbulence, where we can see those same City of Heroes and City of Villains pop-ups in the back. I was really excited to see City of Heroes appear in the back of these episodes. These were released in 2009, both of them were, so this was a few years before the game's closure. If you tend to play on the villain side, or if you think that the Arachnos logo just looks better, you can see that we have the spray paint version of that here. For the colors on this, I had to be really careful because it actually has white and black in kind of the spray paint parts on the back, so you have to match the colors carefully, otherwise it looks really weird. But this was one of the spray paint logos that I actually thought looked good, even though they have all of the character class ones, but they look just a little bit messy to me. Here we have a few other items that the logos are available on. You can see that these are more of the crisp, clear images that they also have available for all of the classes, so you could do one of those if you wanted like a controller or a blaster. But we can see that there is a vigilante baby shirt in the top left that maybe if you have a little guy who likes to bend the rules, break the law a little bit, that would be a good gift for him. Or in the bottom right, we have the rogue symbol on the back of an iPhone case. And a lot of the designs don't look great on the back of an iPhone case, but I thought that this one would look pretty cool. We also have the Resistance and the Loyalist icons in the back there. Any of these would look good on the travel mugs or on a shirt as well if you really like them. A little bit more of a low-key City of Heroes reference if that's what you're going for, something a little bit less obvious. I really like the bedspread in the bottom left. That is the Freedom Phalanx colors, and there's not a lot of these that are available on the bedspread, but the Freedom Phalanx was, and I thought that that was one of the more appropriate choices for that. The 2 images up at the top are the same, but it shows that you could have a small sticker with some scale there to a laptop size, or you could get a coffee mug and the images will sort of wrap around the mug. Those look really nice on some of the designs, so I thought that these logos here were some of the best for the coffee mugs. These are more of stickers or little badges or sayings that I saw, so I put them onto some of the different items to give us an idea of what else is available. We can see there's a laptop sticker for the Spotted Sally in Croatoa. There is Welcome to Woodvale in a zipper bag in the top right. Paragon City Yacht Club Founders Falls on a coffee mug in the bottom right. And on the sticker in the bottom left, it says, I'm a MMO superhero. Badges 1, prestigious fashion designer. Auction house from shopping. It has the icon logo, which is where we go to get the tailor to change our costumes and make adjustments. And at the very bottom it says ... I think I fight crime too. Founders Falls U, Smithtown. That means the Founders Falls University. Now, there are a few more shirts that talk about the different schools and universities available in the different areas of Paragon City. So any of the colors that we see on the shirts coming up can be mixed and matched with any of the other universities' colors. These were my choices because I felt that they kind of fit. Croatoa, Salamanca University, OSA. I went for a little bit darker colors here, sort of the darkish blue, navy blue. It's also available in hoodies, and we can see that they have both long sleeves and short sleeves, men's, women's, and some of these you can get on the back of the clothing as well. Paragon City University, or Paragon City U, Steel Canyon campus. If I were to get one of the universities, I would probably get this university, the Paragon City U. It's kind of a more direct reference to City of Heroes. I would probably go for the grayish color in the middle there, but on the long T on the right-hand side. We can see the buildings rising up in the back. It's a big graphic that shows up a little bit better than the others, in my opinion. This graphic appears bigger on the long T on the right there. For a future we craft with our steel and hands, Kings Row Community College. This would be like my second runner-up because I have a lot of fond memories of Kings Row, and it's probably one of my favorite zones to go and level in. Paragon City, birthplace of tomorrow. Another good reference to Paragon City here. We see the inverted colors of the black and white, since those are the two main colors of the graphic itself, and this is a long sleeve baseball shirt. On either side, we see the Cap Au Diablo University, a pretty cool design, especially if you are more inclined to the City of Villains part of the game. And we notice the red comic in the middle there. This is on a graphic t-shirt that shows the comic a little bit bigger and bolder than the other t-shirts would, otherwise it would be really kind of small and square. So I thought that the colors of these lined up pretty nice, and of course for Cap, you have to have those dark red, sort of blood colors. We see the villains in the center there. From left to right, it is Black Scorpion, Ghost Widow, Lord Recluse, Sirocco, and Captain Mako. Kind of cool to see Captain Mako in red because he's normally blue. Another graphic in the center here. From left to right, we see in all deep yellow colors. It appears to be the Praetorian versions of these heroes, who I believe to be Synapse. I can't quite tell who's next to him. I thought it was Swan at first. In the center, we have the Praetorian version of Statesman, that is Tyrant. Next to him, we have the Praetorian version of Miss Liberty, that is Dominatrix. And on the very right, kind of a cool call out, I believe that is Acer, who we saw in the collectible card game with his big bear hat covering most of his face. And on either side of the yellow shirt, we have the Spanky's Boardwalk, Talos Island. Got a nice sunset, a cool wave coming over the top. I thought that this was one of the nicer, more simplistic reference shirts that we get. Go hunt, kill skulls. In a pullover hoodie on the left, and then a regular navy blue tee on the right. And in the center blue graphic, we see some of the more mainstream heroes. That is Manticore on the left. That is definitely Sister Psyche next to him. In the very center, we have Positron. On his right, we have War Witch. And on the very right, I believe that is Back Alley Brawler. He looks a little bit different than we normally see him, but I believe that that's who that is. This image represents Terra Volta with the big smokestacks and all the power that they generate and produce there. And it says Terra Volta powered to the core. And we see some nice rivets. Another cool simplistic design. It's not going to probably pull anybody's attention. I thought that this would be funny on a coffee mug because you're getting power from your coffee and your caffeine, so power to the core. Plus the dark brown coloring sort of looks like coffee to me. If you're looking for more characters and graphics, well, good news. I found a bunch of those. Here is Ghost Widow shooting out some of her soul powers. In a variety of colors, this is available, but I thought that the deep purple on the left looked especially good, or the black on the right, because as these soul powers are going out, it kind of blends into the background better than the white shirt in the middle does. We see more of Ghost Widow in some exclusive stickers available. So in the top left, sort of a more traditional full body picture of her. On the top right, we have the chibi version of Ghost Widow. Her shoulder pads have those little spikes. It's got nice shadowing to it, the cool glow purple in her eyes that the other image doesn't have because it's just in black and white. In the bottom left, we have almost a Disney version of Black Scorpion, which I really liked, and I tried to find more images like that, and I couldn't. But look at his face. It's so clean, and he seems to be almost smiling in what I would expect because he's always frowning, and he has really a messed up face in his skin because of all the wires and technology going into him. And we have some Freedom Phalanx pants on the right because those were the only 3 cool stickers that I could find. It's all a nemesis plot. That is a common phrase that I've seen on shirts. Sometimes it's just the words, sometimes they'll have a little graphic about it. I like this one because it has the Nemesis in the background, the full robot suit. More earth tones here because he has sort of a greenish copper color to his metal. But I really like to see this design on his shirt more than anything else that I could find. And if you are still looking for more Nemesis clothing for some reason, we have Nemesis the Original Brony. On both a throw pillow and a notebook, we see his little robot toesies down there and his hovering horse next to him. This design, I think that the cartoon look is pretty good. The art's nice, right? I would never wear this. I would probably never get this one. But I do want to see more of this cool City of Heroes artwork. The Weekend Hamadon, with a little martini glass containing what appears to be Hammy himself. I think that nowadays it would say the Nightly Hamadon, since we can server hop and chain them together and get that done every day. But definitely a cool little design. Depending on your stance of the controversial drug introduced in the 70s to Paragon City, say yes to Superidine, or I said no to Superidine. I would imagine that the trolls would always get the say yes to Superidine since they overdose on it, and that's why they become trolls in the first place. The family are the people who distribute the Superidine, and I believe that these skulls try to create their own form of Superidine as well. Depending on the origin of your hero, you may have come across these acronyms in the quest lines. Magi, Modern Arcane Guild of Investigation. This is what you would get if you were a magic origin. Gift is the genetic investigation and facilitation team. This is for the mutants, those who were born with their powers. Data is the Department of Advanced Technology Application, so technology origin heroes would have to visit them. And Seraph, which is the scientific experimentation, research, and application of paranormal humans. This is for the science origin, and that is the origin that I most frequently choose when I make my heroes. RIP, or the Rogue Island Police. You will see those especially if you play on the City of Villains side. Really cool logo. I don't know if you're allowed to wear a shirt that says that you're police if you're not police. That's my only hang up with this, but I like the tank top version. This is something I could see if you wanted to wear to the gym. It says RIP, which like you're ripped or whatever, and I thought it was really cool. So that's probably one that I like as well. If you're allowed to wear it, I don't know if you would be. And we have Elite, Enhanced Logistics for Insight and Tactical Experience. Now this would be cool on a shirt. Notice the tank top on the left, that's something that you could wear to the gym or if you were going on a run. I really like the black color on this because it has the yellow lettering which doesn't show up very well with many of the other colors. Did you know that by clicking on the subscribe button that you are going to be kept up to date on all the latest guides, builds, macros, and more that are coming out of my channel. Also check the description below for a link to the SP Jimmy Discord. Thank you all for watching and I will see you in a little bit.